We used to meet in various members' homes. There were very few people of the Jewish faith here on the island 55 years ago. For as much as we had in the way of religious services at home, my parents' home here served the purpose very well. For the Passover holiday, the different families would bring their family food here the first night of the Passover. And we'd have a little Passover Seder and a glass of wine and the unleavened bread. You know my house, the dining room connects to the living room, and they had these sawhorses and boards put over them and tablecloths over that, so that we had a whole family celebrating the Passover together. So we did have some religious life, to a certain extent. Passover was an important holiday, and Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. And that was about it, actually. So there were 3 holidays that we observed. I never heard of Hanukkah when I was growing up.
My husband, Bernie, he was the secretary for the men's group. That was his first position at Hebrew Center. But as the years went by, he served on every committee there is, and he held every office that there was at one time or another, not all at the same time. And he loved to cook. And for Passover, we used to have a Passover breakfast at Hebrew Center. And he and his cousin Yale, and sometimes David Cronig, and later years Ronnie Tolan filled in, and they would have a breakfast for, the whole, anybody who wanted to come. And it was always fun. Sometimes we had a speaker.
What would they make for Passover breakfast?
Fried matzah. And usually fruit, and of course coffee, or I think they had either juice or fruit. And there was always jam on the table. That's about it. If you've ever had fried matzah, well, it's heavy. It's heavy. You don't want much else. Yeah, Bernie made it the way his mother made it, and everybody liked it. The matzah, you break it up and pour boiling water over it. Just let it stand a little bit. It softens it up. And then you drain it. And then you put boku eggs in it and fry it. We had a lot of electric frying pans in those days. And it comes out like a big pancake, a big one. And cut it in portions. And it's good. It's good. You can season it. We used to like it with sugar and cinnamon on it. You can put jam on it. You can use syrup. A lot of things you can put on there. During Passover, just about everything calls for eggs. It's a high cholesterol holiday, if you want to really abide by the rules. And then there's, usually for Passover, when we have our Seder, I usually make a tzimmus, which is, they even use that as an expression because it's when things are all mixed up, Basically, it's sweet potatoes and carrots, and sometimes you put prunes in it. But for the high holidays, too, things should be sweet for a sweet New Year. And so you use honey, a lot of honey, apples and honey, something that they usually have available. That's traditional. And it's a great time.